What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise on MLB The Show 22. In today's video, we have a little bit more of an open-ended quest ahead of us. I don't have a defined goal for exactly which games we're going to play, but what I want to do is I want to start pushing through the end of the month of April to see if we get any important situations that we can jump into games on and things of that nature. And then we may, if we have time, either this video or next video, look into potentially doing some player locks with big time prospects down in our farm system or something of that nature. But you can see that I've been a little bit busy off camera playing some of these games, player locking some of these games, and managing some of these games. I really just wanted to get a feel for what we're working with here on this team. The division right now actually shakes out in a pretty interesting way. The Cubs somehow are up at the top. The Cardinals are sitting in second place, the Reds in third, and the Brewers in fourth, with us, pretty obviously being down at the bottom there. But we are still only 3 games behind the leader in the division. We are only sitting at 8 and 10, which is kind of what I expected from this team. This is about where I would expect us to be, and I feel things will shake out probably with the rest of the division as we move forward. What I do want to do is I want to take a look at the pitching rotation and the lineup so far, so you guys can get a little bit of an idea of what things are looking like for this team. So Mitch Keller has been lights out for us. I've played 4 games, I think it is, with Mitch Keller now. He has a 2-0 record. He only has a .62 ERA. So he is coming along nicely in terms of getting him that hot start to the season that we wanted to get for him. The rest of the pitching rotation is actually kind of surprising me with how well they are doing. So Zach Thompson is pitching .296, .333 for JT Brubaker, .386 for Bryce Wilson, and .697 for Jose Quintana. Now that's, pretty much as good as you could possibly expect out of this Pirates rotation, is having somebody that has a sub-1 ERA, which is crazy, and a couple of other guys around that 3 to 4 mark, and then your 5th pitcher really not doing all that well. So we may be looking in the near future to call up one of our top prospects in Roansy Contreras, who has done well down here in the minors. Now we have some other pitchers down here in the minor leagues that could be knocking on the door for some MLB service time, guys that have pretty solid ERAs and have given us some pretty solid outings down here in the minors. We may benefit by bringing one of those guys up in place of Jose Quintana right now. But really, the starting rotation is nothing to complain about. The bullpen is really where things are weak. We do have some solid performers so far in the bullpen, mainly Bednar. Anthony Banda has played 16 innings and has done well in those 16 innings, which is really interesting. Bednar, like I said, is playing well. And then Chris Stratton, in some limited time, has played well as well. Really, where things get kind of interesting, though, is whenever we take a look at the lineup and who's batting well for us. Greg Allen has performed very well so far with a .333 average. Ben Gamel underperforming from where he was last year, only batting .173 to this point, though he has been solid defensively for us. Brian Reynolds is where you would expect him to be at a .302 average and very, very good defensively for us. Surprisingly enough, Daniel Vogelbach has been very solid at first base. Defensively, not the best player, has, let up a couple of errors and mishandled a couple of plays, but nonetheless is hot right now, batting .316 and already with 5 home runs on the year. I'll take it. And Anthony Alford playing pretty well, batting .259, and then O'Neal Cruz not playing as well as I might like him to, .214. He does have a couple of home runs, 4 RBIs. Really just kind of developmental at this point. We just got to keep him, hammering away and get him to a better point. Brian Hayes underperforming a little bit right now. He has been performing phenomenally defensively, although Diego Castillo at second base has been doing really well for us. Catcher Carter Binns has been called up to the majors, and we'll get into that decision in a moment. Yoshitomo Tsutsugo has not been playing well for us, so we may be looking for a replacement for him. Kevin Newman has played pretty poorly up until this point as well. So has Mike Michael Perez, the other catcher that we have up in the major leagues. Hoy Park has not done well for us in his limited time, and neither has Jack Sawinski. So our bench is pretty rough right now. They just are not adding much to the team, and we therefore might be looking to move some things around in order to get more production out of our bench. But the reason that our catcher situation is where it is because Roberto Perez got a 2 to 3 month injury, and I think it's down to 1 to 2 months now, but he's out for a long period of time, and that really hurts us because he is one of, if not our best player on the team right now, at least defensively anyway. We really need that good catcher, and now we don't have him. Now, some of you may look at this roster and say, yeah, Henry Davis is ready to go. Bring him up right now and get him some MLB action, but in reality, he's not ready. They just drafted him, and I had him in AA for a short period of time. He's now in AAA and playing pretty well in AAA, but he needs more time before we bring him up to the major leagues. We just, in all reality, have to give him more time in the minor leagues. I don't want to bring him up too early and have him perform too poorly up here, similar to O'Neill right now. I'd rather him get some time in the minors to play successfully, so we ended up deciding on the older player, Carter Binns, bringing him up because he is pretty solid defensively. He's got a solid arm, he's pretty good defensively as a catcher, and his bat really isn't that bad, so we'll see what he can do, but we are struggling with some major injuries right now. So let's go ahead here and just live sim through this month and see if we don't get any potential games to play or potential situations to play. I would imagine we're probably going to lose quite a few games, but we may get a situation, and there we go right here. So 4 to 1, we're going to hop into a game. Player lock, milestone. Sawinski needs a triple to hit for the cycle. Get ready to run. I don't know that we're actually going to be able to accomplish that with Sawinski, but we may as well hop in here and give it a go. We are up 4 to 1 in this game, and he is batting 7th, so he is 3 for 3. He has been pretty good for us so far. That ball might have been the ball to do it on if we wanted any hope of getting a triple. 4 to 1 in the top of the 8th, though. I'll take that opportunity. Hopefully we can get a nice win here against the Cubs. I would really like to keep this team around 500. I don't want to dip too low. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a nice draft pick out of it, but nonetheless, I still do want to have a decent record. I want to take a step in the right direction and help these players progress by winning some games so that we can be set up for year 2. 2-2 count now. We only have 1 out here in the inning. Guys on first and second base. Oh, we almost got a hold of that one. Sawinski, 3 for 3 is kind of surprising to me. There we go, 3-2 count. Runners look like they advanced. He gets called out at third base. Unfortunate, I should have turned the camera earlier to see what exactly happened there. So now 2 outs in the inning. We are the last hope. And a bad swing there for me. We will continue on, though, to try to secure this victory. Oh, so it does player lock us on them. I haven't in the past done a whole lot of this type of stuff, so that one's going to come right to us. Bottom of the 8th. I would imagine we're not going to see too much action by the end of this game, and we are going to come away with a quick win. Bottom of the 9th now, still 4 to 1. First batter up. We'll see if that does it for the game. It does. So we are going to get out of that one, out of that situation with a 4 to 1 victory. Obviously, that triple is very unlikely, especially with me actually coming in and manually hitting for a pretty low overall player. Let's go ahead and keep simming, see if we can't get any interesting situations to happen for us. Out for a few days, we'll just manually put him out. Another big injury. Heath Day sustained a torn finger ligament, out for 1 to 2 months. This is the type of stuff that keeps happening, and you can put down, they now have a slider for simulation injuries, but really the problem is it gives you reduced XP if you even touch the slider. So that's, you know, kind of a problem. Here's a really interesting scenario. Bryan Reynolds up to bat in the 10th inning. So we are in extra innings, and we're going to get an opportunity with Bryan Reynolds to try to send us home victorious over the Brewers. That's a tough feat. Getting any wins against the Brewers is going to be crucial as we move through the season if we do want to stick around that 500 mark. Good favorable call on the first pitch. Curveball in tight. We do have a man at first base. No outs. So luckily we are not the last hope. A low circle change there. I thought about swinging on that one. Oh, not hit well enough. He's going to be safe. Safe at first at the very least. I really thought he was going to be safe at second base, and we were going to get credited with advancing that runner. Unfortunately, that will not be the case. Now, see, that's where things get interesting. So we aren't actually player locking this time around. Instead, we are coming in and playing the rest of the game. So we get to bat with Daniel Vogelbach. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys saw Vogelbach get hit here. I've been hit by pitches with Vogelbach multiple times now. I don't really understand why. I'm assuming because he's the only one in this lineup with power. I don't know if the CPU is just programmed to go after batters that have big power. Ooh, held up on that one. Another 3-2 count. I shouldn't have swung on it. They might have given us that call there. That was a very nice pitch. Fastball down and inside. Not a whole lot of chance to actually get to that one. That's a very good pitch right there. Good decision by Suter. Anthony Alford has been playing well for us on the season. 0 for 4 in this game. Can't be swinging at those high fastballs. Not going to get a hold of those, especially not with timing hitting. He does not have a whole lot of velocity. That's probably why we're swinging so early on these pitches. Look at that. Look at that that spread, though. He just... Oh, man, and we can't get the call. I mean, dude, his pitches were all on the edge of the zone. He gave us nothing to be able to hit in that one. We'll go ahead and pitch this inning. Looks like it's Stratton who is on the mound for us. He's one of our relief pitchers that I think I recall saying played pretty well so far. Are you not gonna... Are you serious? What? What? I know that that's a tough play, but man. It just, like, didn't allow me to react to that ball more than anything. I understand the ball kind of, like, you know, getting out of your glove, but...
Designated hitter, Michael.
Ooh, how did he get a hold of that? Van Gemmel there to field the ball. I think I said that weird. Did I say Ben Gemmel?
Up next for Milwaukee.
All right, 2 outs, man on first. Back to the beginning of the lineup. Oh no, we're at number 9. Ah, see, they're getting those calls. Come on. Umpire gave them those calls. He ain't giving us them. Oh, that's... Okay, I thought that was going to be taken deep. That was a very badly placed pitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching.
Go ahead and make sure somebody's ready in our bullpen here. We have Bednar if we need him. Might as well stretch and toss and warm up. You guys will get a look at O'Neal Cruz finally. Who do they have? Josh Hader. How are we going to hit anything against Josh Hader? Josh Hader's a monster. We got nobody to turn to on the bench that would be an improvement for us as we head into the deep part of our lineup. Man, he's just not pitching in the zone. Shouldn't have swung at that one. Oh, come on, get a piece of that at least. Put a ball in play, Cruz. Hayes up next. Interesting lineup. I don't know what kind of lineup they're going with right here. Questionable fastball on the outside of the zone. Dang it, I really thought I got that one. That circle changeup had me swinging early. Oh, I got a good piece of that one, but couldn't keep it fair. Swung too early on that one as well. Another low fastball, gonna get us on the strikeout. I almost feel like I just got to start swinging at whatever is near the zone, because we're not going to get the pitch that we want. That was a good pitch. I don't know what our timing was like, but we're going to be flying out there. Just late. We were early on everything else, and we're just late on that pitch that he hung. Hit him with the slider inside. Hopefully this doesn't go into the zone. Yeah, it did get left up there. He did get a little bit of a hold of that one. Unable to hit that anywhere meaningful, though. We're going to run Stratton all the way down if we can. That's probably going to do it. Ben Gamel has the arm. That's a good throw. He's out by a mile. What? You gotta be kidding me. I know that wasn't a perfectly placed throw, but how is this not an out? How does he not make that tag? The ball is in there so early. It's because it was so far to his right, he couldn't come over and make the play in time. Ah, man. I really thought we had the play. I really thought Ben Gamel made a nice throw there. He did make a nice throw. I should have placed it on the other side. You can place it with button accuracy. I should have placed it. So we are going to have an opportunity here to try to make something happen. Look at that play one more time. Yeah, man, that ball got in there early enough that we should have been able to make the play. Unfortunately, not able to get across. Carter Binns is 1 for 3. This is the new catcher. Let's see if we can't connect with something here. Gonna make a tiny bit of contact there and pop one up to the infield. Was I that early on that pitch too? I mean, man, that was 83 miles per hour. No, I got good timing. I just swung on something too low. Swung at the circle change, down and in the dirt. Man, tough way to lose that one, but a good battle nonetheless till the very end. Hard to get anything done against those pitchers. They just weren't giving us much, and when they did give us opportunities, I let the pitches go by. So unfortunately, gonna come out of that one with another loss. We did achieve a program goal. Let's go ahead and go through the end of the month here. And we're going to finish out the month of April at 11-18. So we didn't pick up many wins there at the end of the month, though with player locking and things like that, as we continue to move forward and continue to gain ground, I have a feeling that we may be able to intervene and keep this team closer to that 500 mark that we're trying to achieve. Nonetheless, nonetheless, hopefully you guys enjoyed another installment of the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise here as we continue to move forward and aim for that year 2 mark where we're really trying to build this team up to and try to get them to a competitive point. Nonetheless, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your feedback down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave all that good stuff down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, I hope you have a good one.